Welcome, Leo, to your love reading for the next 2 days. That's going to be the 11th and 12th of 2018. So Thursday and Friday. So we're going to see what's going on with you. So 10 card Celtic cross spread for Leo and love. So person hate everything. Person comes towards you. Your response, their response, advice, outcome for the next 2 days. Okay. Whoa. So we do have this same kind of thing coming out. This is where you're dealing with somebody. Now, it could be your own energy. For those of you who are dealing with a third-party relationship or marriage, there is someone that's not really ready to commit. Sometimes this is going on a dating spree, or someone that may have kind of ran from you. You know, they come around, they come back every now and then, or you feel like they're not ready. So that's the issue that some of you might be going through, and you might feel hurt or rejected because of that, feeling like you're played or having to be a player because you have to give off that kind of energy because you're not able to settle down with somebody. Now, you don't have to be a player, but you might feel like someone is giving you no other choice. That might be something that's running in your mind where you feel like, oh, hey, I'll do what I have to do, I'll talk to whoever I need to talk to in order to be happy. But be careful about doing that, because I feel like that mental burnout, that negative thought that you might have, I feel like that might be an issue, and you feel like someone is very bossy or inconsiderate, or someone that's just not very kind or being honest in some way. So that might be an issue. And I feel here a lot of you might be separated from someone because there is a new job opportunity, something that may have ended when it came to a career, something that you really don't like. So it could distract you right now. Some of you may have broken away from your partner because there was some financial tension that might be there. So I feel like focusing again on something new, something that you would like to be passionate about, or something that you might already be passionate about. Try to dive into that, I feel, for some. Now, recent past, so maybe the last 2 days, maybe last weekend, some of you may have been feeling alone, or just not speaking to another person because of rejection or something that didn't work out. 3 people that might be around you: a child, someone who's not trying to support their child, or having issues with that going through and having to go to school in some way and try to focus on other things. I feel now what's on your mind, it seems like even though you deal with somebody who's not wanting to commit, you still want to be around them or connect with them in some way. And that might be tough because you know that it's not something that's good, but you might not be able to shake the feelings that you have about that particular person. So I feel like a lot of you would like to connect to someone on the physical level, but you're not sure who to trust, or you're not sure if you can trust that person or trust yourself to make the right decisions when it comes to you, or making the best moves for yourself at this time. So I feel like that's intense. Now, the energy that you have, that person coming towards you, so another person, you got a lot of people surrounding you over the next 2 days that might be there, that might affect you in some way, but they are moving away from maybe patterns that they have been going through. If it's fooling you, they may be trying to make those changes and move away from you, to allow things to kind of heal. And others of you, I feel like that particular person could be moving away from you if both of you were connected, and often not being able to stay committed to one another. So realizing that's the reality of something being very unhealthy. So I feel like that's a good thing. They're breaking away from those kind of negative things, those demons inside. So their response, or your response, you're worried, stressed. So this is staying up late at night, worried intensely about what others might think, what your partner's thinking about you, if they're thinking about you or feeling you at all. These things could be running through your mind. And their response, they might be married or in a relationship. Some of you are married in a relationship, and that might be a part of the issue. They might be trying to focus on maybe a better home or arrangement, and it's not happening right now. So that might be the intensity that comes through. Your advice is to let go. All right. If it's something new or something new that you need to go towards, try that out. And see what comes of it. I feel like that's a release of the emotional intensity that you are going through right now with somebody. And again, this same kind of energy that comes through. So the King of Swords is in reverse, and often someone who is it's like I call this person maybe the just in case person. You know, sometimes you holding someone hostage just in case another person kind of, you know, doesn't fall through in the right way. It doesn't work out with them, so they have you as a back burner, or, you know, someone that they can lean back on. You know, these kind of things might be going through. So be careful of that kind of energy. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people showing up. So around a lot of people that you might not get along with, emotional intensity that you might kind of run into, part of yourself, your shadow self, that you might need to face at times. But this tells you to be very careful about just being exploited with another person's energy that needs to change, and you might need to address those things and then let go and move on from it. So message for you for the next 2 days. Chemistry. This says there's a strong magnetic attraction here, and yeah, it might be an attraction, but some of you, it might be all that is, you know, there right now, and there's nothing really, you know, stable. The emotional, you have no cup cards here. Financial cards you have, wands you have, and there's no true communication, honest communication coming through. So that might be an issue. So one more card for Leo next 2 days. And then we have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. For a lot of you, this is where you are in a marriage or a relationship. You do your best to go to marriage counseling, relationship counseling, and you focus on what's in front of you right now instead of getting into the temptation of jumping ship of someone that's already spoken for, because they could be in a marriage or a relationship that they're trying to break away from, but you can't force them to break away from that. You can only, you know, express your interests, you know, both of you. If you have the opportunity to do that, you leave that alone, and you don't continue to give into it, because it's going to cause bad karma for anybody that might be in an arrangement like that. So just be, you know, honest about what can be fixed and what needs to be moved on from, and you know by how you feel. You know? So that's going to be your reading. Lots of love, lots of light to you, tons of healing vibes. I wish you the best. And you can always go to the website psychicloveheals.com to schedule something for you. Have a good one.